Today I am bringing you a really fun video. It's a collab with Tennessee Keto Mama. It's spelled TN Keto Mama. But her and I are doing a collab. We are making a video for the 10 keto essentials for beginners. If you haven't heard of Tennessee Keto Mama, she's a really cool YouTuber. She does keto just like me. I'll put her link in the description box below. Definitely go check her out. But currently, my top 10 essentials for beginning keto is as follows. Okay, so I'm going to go in order of, I forget if it's ascending or descending, I always forget. But I'm going to go in order of number 10 all the way up to number 1. So my number 10 keto essential for beginners is butter. Not necessarily this butter brand in particular. I just don't have any of the regular cubes right now because I've used them all. But butter makes everything taste better. It's just a fact. So I use butter when I'm cooking for any baked goods. I use butter in recipes for non-baked goods, for sweet treats, for salty treats. I use butter for a lot. Now, I could use like avocado oil or canola oil or olive oil, but I've come to realize, probably too late in life, that butter really makes everything just taste better, and it's the best of all the options. So butter is my number 10. My number 9 is cream cheese. In particular, this third of the less fat cream cheese. This is really easy for spreading if you're gonna spread it on toast, or like you're wanting to make a sandwich, or even like a baked good recipe. This is like pre-softened. So a lot of baked recipes want your cream cheese to be softened already. This is already softened. So, although I think recipes want it to be softened so that it's like lukewarm, not necessarily so it's soft, because they don't want you to add cold cream cheese to like a butter, for instance, because it's going to harden it. But cream cheese, I use this for baked goods. I use it on its own as just like a spread or whatever. I love cream cheese, and I've recently discovered that it's really good with Jello. My number 8 is almond flour. I like this brand. This is the Kirkland brand. I get it from Costco. I get it from Costco, and it's pretty good nutritionally. It's got 2 grams of carbs for a quarter of a cup. A pretty good price at Costco too. So I like to get my almond flour there. I go through quite a bit of it because I like trying different recipes. But almond flour is so great for fathead dough. It's great for baking. So if you want to make a cake, a pie crust, almond flour is really essential. I've tried using some other flour substitutes, and really just nothing works as good as almond flour. So almond flour, number 8. Number 7 is Lily's chocolate. I don't care if it's in a chocolate bar or if it's in the chocolate chips. I just need Lily's chocolate in my life. I'm not a big chocolate person, but there are some recipes where you need to use chocolate, and Lily's chocolate is the best I've found. So use this for chocolate chip cookies if you want to chop it up, or you want to eat it by itself, you want to melt it down. You can use it for lots of stuff. So this bar is their salted caramel. It has 22 total carbs in half of the bar, 11 fiber, and 6 erythritol. So that's a total of 5 net carbs for half the bar. Really tasty. Then my number 6 is protein bars. I have to have a protein bar so that I could take it with me when I go visit family, or when I'm just out running errands, I like to have some sort of protein bar. Not necessarily this one in particular. I'm actually in the process of finding a good protein bar that doesn't have maltitol in it. If you know of a protein bar that is really tasty and doesn't have maltitol, please put it in the comment section below. I would really appreciate that. I am just having the darndest time trying to find a keto protein bar with no maltitol. It's a bummer. But protein bars are really great for a quick snack, a sweet treat. I just use it as kind of like a multi-purpose small meal. I guess that's considered a snack. But I really do like protein bars, and I need a good one. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Number 5, cheese. Is this surprising to anybody? If you saw my collab video with Keto Kitchen by Lisa, I'll put it in the cards. Cheese is one of my favorite snacks. So this cheese in particular I haven't tried. It's a spicy Gouda. I'm trying to venture out when it comes to cheese. I just don't know what cheese is good cheese. So this one I haven't tried, but I really like pepper jack cheese, Colby jack cheese. I try and keep it relatively cheap so I don't get like that grilling cheese. I think it's called halloumi. I don't get that cheese because it's too pricey for my blood, but I'll get whatever is the cheapest at grocery outlet, which is usually around $2.99. Oh, look at that. Do I know myself or do I know myself? But yeah, I love cheese. Great snack, great for keto. You gotta be careful about the carbs in some cheeses. Sometimes they do have some carbs, especially like the shredded ones, because they put anti-caking agents, which have carbs in them. This one in particular is 0 carbs, so that is part of the reason why I got it, and also it's spicy. So that is my number 5. Number 4 is not a food item per se, it's a beverage. I have to have some sort of beverage that is flavored. I've recently been really into these buy drinks. These ones I got at grocery outlet. They were on sale in a 15-pack. Really good deal. I'll put it in the cards when I got that. I think I did that when I was doing a juice cleanse. But also, if you haven't seen my juice cleanse, check that out too. But this buy beverage is super good. It doesn't have that horrible artificial sweet flavor to it. It doesn't taste like a diet drink. It's not overpowering on the lemonade flavor, but it still has that hint of lemonade, and it's pretty tasty. I got a 3-pack, and it has blueberry lemonade, strawberry lemonade, and regular lemonade. The regular lemonade's a little too bland for my taste, but I add some Torani's watermelon syrup to it, and it gives it a nice flavor. The macros for this is for half of the bottle, 6 total carbs, 1 gram of sugar, and 5 grams of erythritol. So it's 1 net carb for half the bottle, in case you want to see it. So that is my number 4. Now, getting into top 3. These ones are absolutely must have. These, I don't think I could do keto without, and I probably would have quit keto if I couldn't have these. So my number 3, Jello. So Jello is a hard one because I feel like I might have to cut out Jello in the future because Jello does have aspartame in it, and I think, oh, this actually has maltodextrin in it and aspartame. So I think one or possibly both of those give me headaches. But as of right now, I don't rely on this so much, but when I'm wanting a sweet treat and I need it to be something fruity instead of like chocolatey, Jello really helps me get out of that jam. So Jello is my number 3. Number 2, hot sauce. I love spicy foods. I have to have spicy foods in my life. One time I went a week without spicy foods and I almost went crazy. So definitely have to have something to spice up my meals. Sriracha in particular, I can put on just about anything for dinner. I wouldn't put it on a cupcake. But sriracha is really tasty. I don't think it's too spicy. I mean, you could definitely put too much and it'll ruin a meal. But sriracha is kind of a good catch-all. I also like Valentina's. I've been trying some different hot sauces, and I'm gonna come out with a wings video sometime soon because I have a lot of good wing sauces, and I just need to put them on some wings and see how they taste on wings. But that's my number 2. And number 1 of my top 10 keto essentials for beginners is really honestly the most important, and that's why it's number 1. Swerve. Not just any sweetener, not just erythritol, Swerve. I used to think it was silly. People would always say like, oh, I use Swerve. Everybody used Swerve. But legitimately, I've tried using other sweeteners and they just don't work as well as Swerve. Particularly this confectioner Swerve. I'm sorry, you can't read that silver. I had a light go out in my kitchen and I got a fancy light and it's just reflecting the heck out of that silver. But this is a confectioner Swerve, so it's like a powdered sugar. This one, seriously, it works in anything. You can bake it, you can mix it in something that's cold. I know that sounds silly, like why wouldn't it work in anything? I have had some sweeteners that do not work in a lot of recipes. They separate from the oil, they don't bake properly, they burn, so I need to have Swerve to fall back on when I absolutely must have something sweet and I need a recipe that's actually going to work. When I really am not wanting to try a new recipe or test it out, I use Swerve. That's just how it is. Those are my top 10 keto essentials for beginners. I hope this was helpful for you. Even if you're not a beginner, these are things that I find to be must-haves. I would love to hear in the comment section what you guys think are absolute must-haves. If you have any questions or suggestions, I would love to hear it in the comment section below. I always like having conversations with you guys, chit-chatting with you, and I would love to get to know you guys better. Also, I would like to know if you like this lighting at all. I recently had a bulb go out in my kitchen, and it is just driving me crazy because the lighting changed and I had to get a special light, and trying to figure it out is just, it's a bummer. But let me know if this lighting looks okay. I'd like to hear what you guys think. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it. I would be sad, but I understand. I'm not for everybody, but I'd like to know what you think one way or another. But that's all I have for you guys today. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.